What is going on, guys? Dylan here from To The Last Credit, and today I'm going to be giving my thoughts on the beta for Call of Duty World War II. Now, Call of Duty World War II, since its announcement a couple of months ago, has been highly anticipated because Call of Duty is finally going back to its roots, to the past. No more futuristic bullshit like they've been doing for the past 3 years. We're finally going back to World War II. Call of Duty World War II is developed by Sledgehammer Games, which is actually the most criticized Call of Duty developer. They're the ones who started the entire futuristic thing with Advanced Warfare. And they also finished off the Modern Warfare trilogy with Modern Warfare 3, which is looked at as the weakest of the Modern Warfare trilogy. Now, as a Call of Duty fan myself, yeah, don't hate me. I like Call of Duty. I like the simplicity of Call of Duty, and I like more the gameplay style of Call of Duty. And I grew up with Call of Duty playing things like Call of Duty 2 and Call of Duty 3. And it just so happens Call of Duty World at War, which is developed by Treyarch, is actually my favorite Call of Duty game and one of my favorite games of all time. And that, of course, takes place in World War II, so I was excited to see what they did with this game now that they're returning to World War II. When the game was first announced and they released the trailer for the story, I was extremely excited. The trailer was amazing, it was chilling, it looked brutal, and it looked like World War II. It looked like Call of Duty was really taking a step back and giving the fans what they wanted. And then controversy came in when Sledgehammer Games and Activision decided not to have any Nazi imagery in the multiplayer or in the zombies mode. Now, the Nazi imagery is in the campaign mode, but in multiplayer and zombies, it's just the Iron Cross, just the German army symbol. And this is where my problems start to come in with Call of Duty World War II. The game does not feel very authentic. It does not have that authentic feel that Call of Duty 2 and Call of Duty World at War do. And it's not just because of the lack of Nazi imagery. That is sort of a problem because it's just odd that all you see is the Iron Cross and you don't see any Nazi imagery. But more problems come in where this game lacks things that stuff like Battlefield 1 did really, really well with its sound design and beautiful graphics and scenery. With Call of Duty World War II, the sound design is not that great. Like with Battlefield 1, the sound effects and the sound design was chilling. It sounded like a war. It just feels like another Call of Duty game. It just feels very manufactured and rushed out. It doesn't really feel like there's much care in this game. And the graphics are not very great for a game in 2017. I mean, Battlefield 1 came out early this year, I think, and the graphics are much, much better. The maps are much, much bigger in that game too. If I had to describe what the scenery and the graphics in Call of Duty World War II feel like, it's copied and pasted. Like I said before, it just doesn't feel like there's much care. Apparently there's a lot of inaccuracy. I cannot confirm this is just what I've heard, but apparently there's a lot of inaccuracies when it comes to the weapons too. And this brings me to the weapons in the game. I mean, they're good. You don't really get to play around with a lot of them in the beta, but what I played with, it was good. I played with most of the weapons in the game or in the beta, and they were all good. I don't know about the inaccuracies. Just on a gameplay level, they didn't feel unbalanced, or none of them felt overpowered. They all felt very leveled. And the maps are something I really wanted to talk about in this review. There's only 4 maps in the beta. There's 3 in in Domination, Hardpoint, and Deathmatch. And then there's another one in a game mode called War, which is a game mode where there's like different stages and you have to do different things It's like a big battle, basically. And that is really cool. That was my favorite part of the beta, was that game mode, and I really like that map. But the 3 maps that are in the other game modes are... they're in... I forgot what it's called, but there's a snow map that is probably the best out of the 3. But mainly these maps don't flow very well. They feel very boring, and mainly they don't feel like they have any real direction, I guess, and or any kind of flow. They just feel, it just kind of feels like you're just wandering around. And it's kind of disappointing because the maps, I didn't play Infinite Warfare, but I know the maps for Black Ops 3 were great. The maps for Black Ops 3 were some of the best I have played in Call of Duty. The maps in Black Ops 3 were really unique and different. They all flowed very well. These just, the 3 maps that I played just don't. I hope there are, I do hope that there are, I mean, obviously there are going to be more maps, but I hope that they improve upon that, because the maps that I played were not very good. But all of this aside, I mean, there are a lot of negatives that I have of this beta or of this game, but I mean, it is still fun. You can still enjoy it for the Call of Duty game it is. Just pop it in and play it. I would definitely recommend renting it if you didn't play the beta and there isn't a public beta that they do. I feel like there will be, because they did one for Infinite Warfare, but if they don't do a public beta, then I would definitely rent this game before buying it, because it's definitely not going to be for everyone, and a lot of people are not going to like this game. But I'm still excited to see what more Call of Duty World War II has to offer. I'm really excited to see what they do with the Nazi Zombies mode, even though it doesn't really make any sense that they call it Nazi Zombies when there's no Nazi imagery or anything in it, but whatever. I'm really excited to see what they do with that. I loved it in World at War. It was amazing there, and I can't wait to see what Sledgehammer does with their spin on it. And I hope there's some new and fresh game modes in the full game, because I mean, the only new game mode I got to play in the beta was War, and that was really cool. But all the other ones, it was just domination, team deathmatch, and hardpoint. So I would really like to see some new game modes. And I'm also really excited to see what they do with the story, because the story looked really cool in the story trailer that they did a couple of months back. So I can't wait to play that. So yeah, Call of Duty World War II, the beta, didn't live up exactly to the expectations I was holding it to, but still a fun game, really, if you like Call of Duty. Thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, make sure you leave a like and subscribe. What did you guys think of the Call of Duty World War II beta? If you played it, let me know in the comments below. Make sure you check out all of our other videos, and make sure you check out our Twitter @ToTheLastCred and our website ToTheLastCredit.com. Thank you guys for watching. Until next time, still until the last credit, signing off.